he did to me. I wrote it. I was like 3 or 4 pages long, and I folded it up and I burned it.
Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh, boy, you make me dope. Yes, you do. You turn me on, send me
What's up, Dream Team? What's up, Dream Team? What's up, Dream Team? I'm Andrea.
And it's your boy, Ryan. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how we dealt with our first love heartbreak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then at the end, we'll give, like, you know, an advice, because we're much more grown. We kind of understand, like, how to get over it.
All right, so basically, my real breakup happened when I was, you know, probably like 12, 13. I was in, what grade? My first real breakup happened when I was in 8th grade. Anyway, regardless, you know, started off, everything was going good and everything. Spectacular, wonderful. You know how it is when you're in middle school or whatever. You start meeting new people or whatever. So I guess she was in a young grade to me. I was in 8th. She was in 7th grade or whatever. She started talking to, you know, I assume other people in her grade. And, you know, I was just stuck to her, you know, wasn't talking to nobody. People was telling me that, you know, she had a friend or whatever. And, you know, I wasn't believing it. I was like, yeah, y'all just hating on my relationship. Y'all want my girl.
Not hating, right?
Yeah, I was like, they was hating. My own cousin. Shout out to my boy, Quay. My boy, Quay was like, man, Ryan, man, I'm your cousin. I'm looking out for you. But she talking to somebody else. And I was like, man, Quay, stop hating, man. You always hating. Long story short, anyway, yeah, so we did the Bebo thing, just like in your situation. We had each other as the other half. And then she took me off as the other half. And I was like, dang.
She took you off?
She took me off as the other half.
Aww.
And I called her. I was like, what's going on? I was like, what's going on? Why ain't your other half no more?
Well, that hurt. It hurts when it hurts.
But I don't,
it's like the Facebook
I don't remember the exact same conversation, but I know we talked about it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a good explanation. I was like, oh, whatever. It ain't nothing serious. I believe everything she said, so I was like, yep.
Young and in love.
Yeah, so if she said it, and, you know, it made sense, and I was like, yeah, she ain't gonna lie to me. Whether she did or she didn't, I ain't trying to knock nobody, but but it is what it is. But regardless of the fact, we kept talking or whatever, despite me hearing things that she had another boyfriend or whatever, me being young, just in love for the first time, you know. I was like, everybody else lying, she the only thing that matters. We used to, you know, text, you know, all the time. Look at Drea over there, she's like, oh, really? Fast forward or whatever, how we really broke up was, so I, you know, I get a call that she at the wreck or whatever, you know. One of my homeboys was like, yeah, man, your girl here at the wreck. I was like, all right, cool. She didn't let me know she was at the wreck, but I'm about to go out there because I literally stayed right there next to the wreck. Walking distance. So you know what I'm saying? I walked my behind up there with my dog. I walked out, I was like, you know what? Let me see what this really is. I ain't want to walk straight in so everybody can see me, so I walked around to the back, you know. I took the little road and then came up to the playground. So I see her with another dude. I ain't gonna mention his name or whatever, but I'm like, dang, so this is what's really going on, huh? I thought ain't nothing was going on, but so you was playing me, huh? Ooh. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm a cool dude or whatever. So I was like, you know what? It's cool or whatever, man. Whatever. I ain't even tripping. So I walked, you know, turned around, seen what I had to see. I ain't even confronting her. I just walked around, turned around. She saw me. I saw her. We locked eyes. She knew what it was. I walked around. I was like, yeah, let me go back home. It is what it is. Later on that day, I get a text. Sure, you know how people try to play the like mind game on you or whatever. Like you in the wrong. But yeah,
because that's like my story too.
Yeah, but she was like, you overreacting, and it wasn't even nothing like that or whatever. We just friends. And I was like, y'all just friends. I don't remember what exactly this. But I know it went something like that. But anyway, that was the last official day. Well, yeah, that was the last day that we was actually together. Fast forward, we went to the rec again. I don't know why we went to the rec again, but I went to the rec to see her again, and then her grandma took us back home, or whatever. Well, took me back home. I rode with her, and then it's so funny because I remember this day like it was yesterday.
I remember this part, Ryan.
We was in the car, and then we was talking. She was in the front seat, and I was in the back seat. If you remember, you remember. But anyway, long story short, we was like, she was like, so is we really done? And I was like, yeah, man, this it.
Ooh.
And she was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, this it. It's over. And yeah, that's really the last day we was together, whatever. But did I want to break up? I didn't. But
I don't think anybody does after their first heartbreak. It's a first love.
I think the reason why I said that because I was just trying
all kind of
Yeah, I was trying to play the role. You know how you play the role, like, okay, if I say we gonna break up, then maybe she'll not want to break up, and she'll be like,
yeah, try to do that psychological stuff into each other.
Nah, you don't want to break up, so let's just stay together. Yeah. But it ain't happen like that. She ain't say nothing, and I was like, oh. Oh, but I forgot to tell y'all the part. Also, it was at a basketball game too. Before the last situation, I also found out that she was talking to somebody else at a basketball game. I ain't gonna lie, I saw her in the stands with somebody else. I was walking in the basketball game, and then, hate to say it, saw her in the stands. It's like, dang, what? Walked out where the concession stands at the high school. Started crying, y'all. Your boy started crying. Yep. And then that's when my cousin Tron came over there. He was getting ready to play because they had a game. He was like, boy, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing, man. He was like, I know you ain't crying about no girl. I was like,
leave it to the big cousins.
Nah, man, nah. She was like, yes, you is. He punched me in my chest hard. He's like, boy, you better straighten up. Hit me like a good 2 or 3 more times. And after that, I was savage. Ain't crying about no girl no more. No, but after that, I straightened up and I was like, yeah, man, forget these girls, man. Dealing with that heartbreak or whatever, the way I got over it was, for me, it was like a day by day. It was like, all right, I'm not going to message her today. And then that day went by, all right, I ain't even going to try to think about her today. And I was like, I ain't going to call her today because I used to call and text and get on the internet and all that. But I just took it day by day, stopped thinking about her, stopped texting her, deleted her number on my phone because if her number was in my phone, I was going to try to text or whatever or call. And then week by week, I was like, I ain't talked to her in a week. Let's see if we have another week. And then sure enough, after that, we stopped talking, like, for good and then like you know how it is, you get a little communication, but it'll be like short text, and then after that, it was like really
nothing. You felt nothing.
Yeah, it was like, dang, I didn't even worry about the situation. For me to get over it, just took time. Me just actually erasing everything, the communication, to stop thinking about it at all.
I feel like it's always gonna take time for a heartbreak. That was a good story, honey.
Yes, sir.
Somebody broke your heart.
That's middle school. You should.
It's puppy love too.
Yeah, but not that.
It's like, but that's like that. Like we can hold hands, we can actually kiss, and it's not awkward or like.
But now that I'm older, I mean it was middle school though. You gotta find out who you like or not.
What
anyway.
You like.
So yeah, exactly. So
I mean like that's really how college is too to me. That's really how from.
Yeah. So.
Middle school, high school, because you just kind of figure out what type of. Woman that you.
But I guess like when you actually in a relationship in it yourself, you take it serious because you young, you don't know no better. But then when you get older, you like, well, she probably ain't like me. She probably like this dude more, and they ain't want to hurt my feelings. It's just being young.
Yeah. So my story started off, which is so funny. Mine started off going into 8th grade too.
Okay.
So, like Ryan had talked about, like the internet, Bebo was starting out, so. That's how we first started talking. He obviously went to my school, my middle school. And,
it's always the middle school.
That's where it starts. That's where you start.
It rarely be high school. It always be middle school.
It's always middle school because that's like when you kind of get into puberty. So, but yeah, we started talking. Like we ended up making it official, and it was like a love. Like I was so in love. We would talk all night. And I would see him after school because he didn't.
I used to talk for hours on the phone, like 3 o'clock, 3, 4 in the morning.
We would talk all night, run up my phone bill, get in trouble, run it up again. Like, I was just so, like, in love. That's that puppy love. Like, I was like...
Writing letters to each other.
Oh, my gosh,
your friends
yeah.
pass letters.
You know, you did that, too.
Yeah,
I know everybody did that.
everybody,
Everybody did that back in the day. Now you can text.
They probably still... Well, nah, yeah.
Now they have phones in school, you can text.
Do people still, like, write notes in, like, middle school, though?
Yeah,
like,
for all you younger subscribers, like, let us know. Y'all still write
do
notes?
y'all still write notes? Or do y'all just, like...
Or do y'all just text?
Or whatever? Because I ain't have no, like, phone like that to be texting, like... all during the day. Like, I had to wait after 9 for Texas.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to have phones in school, and texts were really kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And I never had that plan. So it was the internet, which was Bebo and MySpace back then, and writing notes. And writing notes was fun because you could decorate and everything, and then write out how you feel. It's like when you were writing it out, it kind of made it feel more intimate.
Them notes used to be long too, boy. 2 pages sometimes.
Oh yeah, that was.
God,
and then we knew how to like fold them into like a cute little envelope where you had to open it a certain way, like.
Yeah, girls was actually like y'all actually creative, but the dudes
was just folded. You just fold it.
Yeah.
So it was all great, you know, like hey, you know, always after school because we didn't go to the same we didn't have the same class or teams as they call it back then. So I only got to see him, I think, PE and after school. So fast forward, everything was going good, and I guess there was like a new girl that came to school. I don't even remember if she was new or if she was like a new student that started that year for 8th grade. I don't remember. And how our teams were set up was like, it was like A, B, and C. 8C and 8B were on these halls. So 8C, 8B, and mine was on a more isolated hallway, which was 8A. I was on 8A. Yeah. He was on, I don't remember, 8B? It doesn't matter anyway.
How many hallways y'all had? We had one hallway.
So it was 6, 7, 8, and everybody had 6A, B, C, 7A, B, C. It was just different teams because there were so many students.
Man, y'all had a lot of halls. Y'all school was big. Yeah.
I was hearing from people that he liked somebody, and like I was hearing small things about what he was doing on that hall from like my friends and all that stuff. And my best friend, she was in the class with him. Ooh. And you know, she would let me know what's going on, and like she was telling me like. I don't remember if she was telling me or if anybody else was telling me. Somebody was telling me like he was talking to this other girl that was on the opposite team, and they would walk past each other in the halls, and they would give each other notes, or they would slide notes to each other. I was heartbroken. I was so hurt. I was just like, I don't believe this. I'm gonna talk to him. So we talked about it, and he was just like, that's just my friend, obviously. Yeah. You know how that goes. And after like hearing that, it kind of everything started going downhill for me and him, because I remember I found out that he was doing stuff like that, or I don't know, and I started crying at school. I remember I cried at school, and like my music. Did you catch him?
Did you see it? Like that's how
That's funny. I never caught him doing anything. I faintly remember. I don't remember, but I think one of my friends gave me a note that they.
That they had? That
and I think it was like, I saw like, she was calling him babe and stuff. Like, I think I remember that. Well, like, now it's like bringing back memories.
That's when you can,
when you get that. But anyways, it is.
That clarification.
I know it was like true because, we
gonna get through this.
My best friend got on the phone with me, and he called, we got on 3-way, and then we called her, but he kept hanging up the phone, so everybody would just like disappear, and then we tried to do it again, so we ended up like not having him on the phone, but we had an argument on the phone, and like it was just a mess. It was middle school drama. It was middle school drama. It was so childish. I don't know why I was even with a guy like that if they were gonna do something like that.
But that's middle school though, you know, like.
Yeah. But I really believed that we were going to be together forever.
That y'all was gonna get married.
We always talked about stuff like that.
Boy, you better be talking about stuff like getting married. Who you gonna marry, Dre?
My baby.
Okay. Play with me.
Boy.
Exactly. But anyway.
Whatever. Fast forward again. I believe it was during the summer before high school, because I got into a magnet school afterward, and I was just like, he's going to another school anyway. But he ended up going to summer camp, and then MySpace was transitioning into it, and I think I actually had his password to MySpace he gave me, and I saw a message between him and her, and she was, I think she was saying like, leave me alone, like I don't want to talk to you. And then she put on her MySpace page, I don't want to look the scrubs. And I was just like, maybe they aren't together. Maybe it's my chance to get back to my baby.
Not your chance.
He went to summer camp that summer, and he went and found him some other girl. Back then, crumping was a thing, and he was a crumper, and you know that was like big. Yeah. I think they were supposed to crump at the mall. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
That's crazy because it's like every city had like, I mean, everybody.
Crumping was a big thing in 8th grade. Like, I thought I was crumping. Like, I thought I was giving them.
You thought you could crump?
I thought I could crump.
No, not Young Dre. Young Draco.
But anyways, so yeah, it turned out he had another girl. They kissed. One of my best friends told me that he kissed some girl like at summer camp, and like I looked and she was on his top 8, top 10, whatever on MySpace. And then one day, I remember he said he didn't want to be with me anymore. And then another day he was like, I want to work it out. And then one day, this is how we like officially was done over. We got on the phone, I remember, and I was just like, no, it's over, I'm done. He was just like, oh yeah, I'm done too. Like, you know, it was just, we were just done. Like, I was done with him. I was tired of everybody telling me about what he's doing, and I'm not there to really defend myself and say anything because everybody was just talking about it. Like, they knew, like, it's making me look dumb even more still being with him. You know what I mean? For me to get over it, like, I talked to my best friend. We would be on the phone for hours just talking about how guys ain't. She also gave me an idea to write a letter to him. So I wrote out how everything I felt, everything he did to me. I wrote out, it was like 3 or 4 pages long, and I folded it up and I burned it.
Ooh, you better have some real type stuff right there. But I guess that's the way to let go.
I was so hurt. And you know what? It really made, I really was in like a depressive state. Like my mom was wondering what was wrong with me. Like I was depressed and I was hurt and I didn't want to do anything for like a couple weeks. Like Ryan said, it takes time. Because I learned that he was moving on to something else. And then I was just like, I need to get myself right. Like high school's about to start. I need to not look
So
trash.
what you like?
That's really what I did. I gave myself time and wrote, because I'm really big. I'm not big on it now, which I should start big.
You do be writing.
But
little notebook still. She's still writing the little. She don't be letting me see
journal.
what she's writing in that
so
journal.
I journal.
But I want to know what's in that journal.
It be about you.
I know it be about me sometimes. I wanna see what's in it.
Yep, you guys, that was how I pretty much dealt with it. Time, writing, and burning it, and talking to my best friend for hours. Just, I was on the phone with her like, I'll never forget, it was like 6 hours one time. And we would just talk every day because she helped me and I was helping her, and we just help each other get over it.
You gotta get over that middle school love, because the middle school love be strong.